You got to understand, I have the mind made up. I remember I was trying to sow my seed, and God had put in my spirit, we helped building the church, and said God said put, you gonna sow 20, but tell them, you ready to sow 5 of them right now. They, one of them tried to shut me down, but I know if the pastor would have heard me, he would have went on let me sow the 5. They had 5,000 ready to sow 5 for hand me another brick. And I told the pastor, the associate pastor, I see that, I'm not trying to, downgrade him, but he thought I was trying to show off. All we doing is one right now, So, he was doing one, so he did act like I was. I'm trying to get the seed out of my hand. God is trying to, cause something that he thought I was trying to show off, and the pastor that shut it down, he, walked away from ministry. He cut hair. Went back to cutting hair. No, we just doing one right here. I said, okay, brother, I'm just trying to get this off of me. God placed it in my spirit to get this. I need to get this seed out of my hand because this is the spirit of worship. Not understanding that he stopped the flow. I'm not trying to, when he showed me, he said, son, he stopped the flow. If he would have said, Bishop, we got one. I know he said, hand me another brick, but he got one that said he want to release 5 bricks. And the spirit of giving would have came on the church. But you had the wrong mindset. Restricting. I know you got an instruction that we doing 1 brick, but God said, I'm finna cause a tsunami to hit the house. Those that didn't have enough for the brick, they were going to cook what they had in their hand and cause a giving spirit to come on. It wouldn't have stopped that service. It would have went on for months. Because they would have had a spirit of worship to give. But you don't understand the thing that's in your hand. When it's in your hand, God said, release that thing right then and there. You got to have the right people in the place to understand the things of God. I know I said, hand me another brick, 1 brick. It sounds like, but if somebody want to release 100 bricks, don't hold them back. Loose them and let them go. I know, you better. There's a spirit of worship. God said, I'm trying to loose some stuff in here. Trying to help somebody. I know you said, man, don't restrict the flow. Don't restrict the flow. It's a mindset. With the mind to serve the Lord, I gotta have a made up mind to worship him. So my mind is made up. My heart is fixed. Thought I was trying to show. I was just trying to get it off of me. God said, he caused a restriction. It would have been a flow like never before. An ordinary person that didn't have no title at that time. I didn't have a minister on my name. But an obedience. So don't restrict the flow. Check, you got to check those flow restrictors at the door. Sometimes you got to, before they come in, and you got to check their spirits. Magnify the Lord with me. Let us. Wake they rejoicer up. You're coming in this place with wrong, and you won't receive what you need from God. Said, I'm checking every restrictor at the door. You gotta help me. I'm gonna release it right now. Whatever they've been standing in the need of, you already know. We thank you for the spirit of worship. The flow right now has been released. An unlimited flow. The restrictive thing that's called the thing not the flow to try to drizzle, we call the restriction broken right now. In the name of Yeshua, wherever they need a flow right now, flow, 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 flow now. Not by might nor by power, but by your spirit. I demand a flow of healing. I demand a flow of deliverance. I demand a flow of forgiveness. I demand a flow of open doors, a flow of opportunity, safety, protection, soundness, wholeness, perseverance, wealth, and prosperity. Flow, 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 flow now in the name of Jesus. Say flow, flow, flow now. From the north, south, east, and the west, I command the flow. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America, I command the flow. Flow, 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 flow. Some college students need a flow of finances so they can even graduate. We command the flow be released right now.
Right now, right now, right now, right now.
Some miracles. Somebody they hungry. They hadn't eaten in a week and they need a flow right now. We command miracle signs and wonders flow right now. Send people perform miracles right now, right now. Say flow, 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 flow. Flow. Flow, 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 flow. That's what worship will do. It'll cause a flow. It'll cause a flow. Say something that's been dammed up, that's been blocked. It'll cause the thing to be unblocked. It'll cause it to be released. It'll cause it to be dug out. It'll cause it to be free flowing. Flow, 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 flow. I need a flow. I need a flow. I know what y'all are saying. You know, we understand it's a flow. Go with me right now to Genesis, the 32nd chapter through the 33rd chapter. I'm going to be skipping around a little bit, and then put your finger over in Matthew, the 13th, Matthew, the 3rd chapter, 13th through the 17th verse. We're going to hit that at the end. But Genesis, the 32nd chapter through the 33rd chapter. Just, you know, I'm just going to bounce around. Genesis 32nd chapter through the 33rd chapter. We ain't gonna hit all of it, but we're gonna take the gist from there. And then put your finger over in Matthew, the 3rd chapter, 13th verse through the 17th verse. It said, flow. I need a flow. We need a flow. They need a flow. I need a flow. We need a flow. They need a flow. Say, I need a flow. We need a flow. They need a flow. I need a flow. We need a flow. They need a flow. I need a flow. We need a flow. They need a flow. Go stay right there. I need Genesis, the 32nd chapter, 33rd chapter, Matthew, the 3rd chapter, 13th verse through the 17th verse. I need a flow. You got to put that out there. You say, hold up. Look at your neighbor. Say, I need a flow. I need a flow. I need a flow. Now. We need a flow. We need a flow. We need a flow. Now. They need a flow. They need a flow. They need a flow. Now. Yeah. You got to catch the Spirit of God. He's a move. He said he's moving by his Spirit.
Need a flow. We need
Yeah.
I need
Yeah. Genesis, the 32nd chapter. Yeah. I need it. I need that. We need it. They need it. I'm going to ask for the flow. Hallelujah. We start at the 32nd chapter of Genesis, the first verse. That Jacob also went on his way, and the angels of God met him. When Jacob saw them, he said, "This is the camp of God." So he named the place Mahanaim. Jacob sent messengers ahead of him to his brother Esau in the land of Seir, the country of Edom. He instructed them, "This is what you are to say to my master Esau. Your servant Jacob says, I have been staying with Laban and have remained there till now." I'm going to go to the 6th verse. When the messengers returned to Jacob, he called the place he had called the camp of God. They said, "We went to your brother Esau, and now he is coming to meet you, and 400 men are with him." We're going to touch a little bit about that. We understand, too, after that great fear came on Jacob. So I'm going to tell you right now, fear not. I'm going to go on. I told you, we talk about it 365 days and 365 times that fear is said. Don't fear. It mentions fear. Don't fear. Tell your neighbor, don't fear, don't fear, don't fear. Because the fight is fixed. The turmoil in your mind is already settled. When you go to the 9th verse, then Jacob prayed, "O God of my father Abraham, God of my father Isaac, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord." That was something you gotta cry out sometime. "Oh Lord, who said to me, go back to your country and your relatives, and I will give you prosper. And then he said, I am unworthy of all the kindness and faithfulness you have shown your servant. I had only my staff when I crossed this Jordan." We're going to talk about that Jordan. He said, when I crossed this Jordan, I only had a staff when I crossed this Jordan. But now I have become two groups. He said, when I crossed this Jordan, all I had was a staff. But when I'm coming back across, I got two groups. I got double. You better come on. Said I got Then he goes on and says, "Save me, I pray, from the hand of my brother Esau, for I am afraid he will come and attack me and all the mothers with their children." When I came across that Jordan, all I had was a staff. Now I came with double. I came. You better understand. You're in the season you in. But he goes on. We know about he spent the night there. The camp of God. He spent the night in the camp of God. God said, I'm finna accelerate your training, son. In the camp of God, I'm going to accelerate your training in the camp of God. Said, I'm in the camp of God. You got to understand where you are right now. My wife was talking about it, talking about you going into a desolate place, but you in the camp of God. Yeah. Said, I'm in the camp. You got to get under. You got to get excited about the camp. The real soldiers go to a desolate place. The berets go to a desolate place. They the real attack engine of the army. We understand the recon guys. They go to a desolate place. Said, I'm in the camp of God. I'm in the camp. Oh, that's what that is. I'm in a desolate place, a barren place, a place with no people around. Sometimes I'm in a room full of people, and I'm still in a desolate place. I can go into a desolate place, even with people around. A room full of people, and God got me in a desolate place. A place without people in my mind. I said, God, I see you. I'm in the camp of God. You got to settle that in your spirit. I'm in the camp of God. I'm in the camp. Tell your neighbor, I'm in the camp. You've been in the camp. You've been in the camp. You've been in the camp of God. I'm in the camp of God. And then all of a sudden, we understand that he was going into his instructions. This is what is going to be done. And he goes in and spent the night there and selected a gift for his brothers. 200 female goats and 20 male goats, 200 ewe lambs and 20 rams and 30 female camels with their young and 40 cows and 10 bulls and 20 female donkey and 10 male donkey. But he put them in care of his service. But you got to understand that the thing I was impressed about with Jacob, he sent his servants. He sent the messengers. Some say they was angels, some say, but you got to learn how to understand it. Send your servants. You got to send your messengers. Before you leave the house and get out of your bed, you better learn how to send your messengers. Said, ministering angels, warring angels, go before me and do my bidding right now in the name of Yeshua. Before I answer this text and before I get on Instagram or Facebook, I'm going to say, Lord, I dispatch my ministering angels and warring angels to go forth and do my bidding right now in the name of Yeshua. Every crooked place, straight, rough place, move. Every ailment in body's healed. Anybody that's trying to on drugs or alcohol delivered, you know what I'm saying? We're going to read on double side. I'm going to send out my messengers. They're going to deliver the message. Going to cause minds to change. Situations to switch. Circumstances to be corrected. You better understand when I send out my messengers. That's what you don't understand. But then, we see him do that, and then next day, fear came in. But I understand, say, God, I'm going to check your fear at the door. Check your fear. Check it. Say, check it. And then he said he instructs him to go how to go. And then he instructs the second. But I want to go down to the part where he said he wrestles. God said, I got to wrestle. He said, you wrestled. He said he got up and took his 2 wives, but he comes on, he said he wrestled. But he said he touched the socket of Jacob's hip so that his hip was wrenched as he wrestled with the man. Then the man said, let me go. It is daybreak, but Jacob replied, I would not let you go unless you bless me. That's the 26th verse. Then the 27th verse of 32nd. He said, the man asked him, what is your name? Jacob, he asked. Then the man said, your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with men and have overcome. Jacob said, please tell me your name. Said, please tell me your name. Don't wrestle with something and then you don't know their name. You got to know the name of that thing so you can You can put a stake in that thing. I got delivered, but delivered from what? I'm not gonna see this enemy. I'm finna put a stake in your thing. I'm finna give me your name. Whatever. Tell me your name. When Jesus said, what's your name? He said, Legion. All right, you answered right. I'm finna cause you to run up out of here. Give me your name. Why do you ask my name? Then he blessed him there. So Jacob called the place Peniel, saying, it is because I saw God face to face, and yet my life was spared. Ooh. Oh my God. God said, I showed you my glory, and you still alive. He told Moses, he told Moses later on, he said, no man see my glory and live. I show you my afterglow, my hinder parts. But I'll be praying, God, I said, Lord, I don't want to live. Not like in my normal self. I want to be changed into the express image of God. Show me your glory now. That's the kind of prayer that I be saying. I don't know about you. I said, Lord, show me your glory. I don't want to live in this state. I want to be in the elevated state, in the glorified image state of Yeshua the Christ. Show me your glory. Show it to me. He said, oh my God. He said, I saw him face to face. Do you want to see him face to face? I need some stuff to fall off of me, and I need to be changed into the image, the express image. When I step on the scene, my shadow calls people to get it. I don't need to be operating in this normalcy. I want to walk in the fullness of his glory, be carriers of the glory of the anointing. I need it. Show me your face. Peniel, I need it. And yet you have spared my life. He understood the glory. The sun rose on him, and he passed Peniel, and he was limping because of his hip. Therefore, to this day, the Israelites do not eat the tendon attached to the socket of the hip, because the socket of Jacob's hip was touched near the tendon. Oh, he see him coming. All of a sudden, he looked up and he see Esau coming with his 400 men in the 33rd chapter. He had two companies out, he had the double-double. He had split it all up. God said, I'm not going to cause you to get that and lose it in this season. So you fear, don't fear. But Jacob, he comes down, he bows 7 times. They were saying in the Bible, that there was a sign of the Arab culture. So, we understand that he was attached to that culture. But Jacob understood he was a cultured man. He wasn't saying that Jacob was an Arab, but he understood the culture that he was coming into. So you don't go into another country without doing some study. Jacob, he understood protocol. You got to understand. He came and bowed 7 times. He understood the culture in the country he was coming into. My God said, the Lord, God said, I'm sending some people into some countries. You got to understand, when I send you there, you got to know how to act. You know how to bow. You know how to stand. You know how to do it. I'm finna send you some places. But you got to learn how to walk in your authority. I'm sending you some places, but you got to learn some stuff. Walk in your authority. So when you come, you got to wrap your head. You better learn how to wrap your head. When I'm sending you I'm sending you on assignments. You got to understand how to bow, how to stand, how to wrap, whatever you got to do. I'm sending you some places. So, and Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. When Esau looked up and saw the women and children, he said, who are these with you? He asked. Jacob answered, they are the children God has graciously given your servant. But I've looked, and then I studied the scriptures, and we got some believers out, God hates Edom. We know Esau is, they were talking about the Edomites from Esau, but when I see this and they say they had an issue with each other, they reconciled. They left themselves all, loved. But, the residual of who he was associated with caused a wedge. But you don't see Esau and Jacob fighting. They left hugging and reunited in forgiveness. But we understand, too, that when Esau came with the 400, he said, I'll leave some of them with you, my brother, to protect you. And then Jacob said, no, why would you do that? Because, he still had a little fear in him. He thought, he was watching them. He said, well, if you have found grace, go ahead and do what you're going to do. Esau said, okay, brother. But he took the offering that his brother gave him, which let you know that all bygones is bygones. If he wouldn't have took the offering, it might have been a little thing that I still got an issue with you. But Esau and Jacob didn't have no issue. So I beg to differ for those that's preaching that God hates Esau so much. You understand that the way that his people that associated with him, but understand that he has some people that's going to stand up with his people. That's going to be represented by the Edomites. Because he came with 400. If you understand 400, Abraham had 312 men when he went and saved Lot. He gonna have some people that come out of nowhere that don't look like you, that didn't seem like they believe like you, that's gonna come and fight for you and fight with you in this season. Y'all might not be excited about that, but it's gonna have some people that not gonna look like us, and you didn't even know that they was for your side. They training right now, ready to fight, ready to get down for you. Understand that the 400 recognized that it was thousands. It wasn't just 400. It was each man represented thousands of people connected to him. We understand that God said, I got thousands. He said, I have 7,000 men hadn't bowed their knee to Baal. They ready to stand up for you in this season. You better understand and get hacked. Don't fear about the number of the people that don't look like you, because it's a setup. It's a fixed fight. I'm trying to tell you. He said, I got somebody ready to fight for you that you don't even know ready to. Oh, you better get excited. Said, Lord, Lord, fight for me. you got to believe that it's already set. My brother Esau got some boys ready to get down for me. I'm trying to, y'all better get in the spirit realm. I'm trying to get you to understand this. You be ready to fight. But I'm finna talk about when he came, he crossed over the river, the stream. Before, all of this thing, Jacob crossed over the stream called Jabbok. And my wife was in my stuff a little bit when she was in the deal, and Lawrence was too over there preaching over on the side over there. But Jabbok means to empty, to pour out. I said, oh my God. I said, you got to have an emptying. Oh my God. God said, really the wrestle wasn't about anything outside. It was an inside job I had to deal. I had to cause you to pour out all your fears, your limitations. You got to learn how to forgive yourself. Understand that God is causing you to walk into a new authority. You got to understand, I got to empty out what I know. I have to allow him to pour in the new. I have to give me new wine skin so he can put me in some new wine. So I had to empty out. I said, Lord, empty me out. On your way to a new place, God is also setting up barriers and boundaries. I said, well, how you say that, Pastor? He came out of Laban's house, and his wife had took an idol, and next day, Laban was after him, and next day, God told Laban, don't you harm him. I told you it's a fixed fight. It's a fixed fight. He got a call on your life. Your fight is fixed. But all of a sudden, when Laban, he set up a boundary. He said, don't put these boulders right here as a sign. And so God told you, say, I'm taking you some places and bringing you out some places that you can't go back. If you don't cause and set up the boundary, I'm going to set up boundaries. Even if you don't want to, I'm going to cause boundaries to be set. He said, Lord, I thank you for this emptying out. We understand that the emptying out, God said, I'm causing the emptying out to happen. I'm causing you to wrestle. I'm sending you into a wrestling match. I'm sending a sign before you. I'm causing you to see things that you didn't see before. I was like, God, I said, what is going on? Why are you talking about Joseph's hip and the leg pain? And he caused me to have some leg pain. I'm like, Lord, I ain't felt no leg pain like this. What's going on? He said, Lord, I'm trying to show you, boy, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to teach you a natural lesson. And then I'm going to explain it to you in the spirit realm. If you understand that God, he causes everything to be attached to the mind. So God said, I cause the mind, but your spine is your central structure. It causes your stability, your strength, the spine. I said, God, I'm trying to cause your spine, but you understand when you come in a wrestle, it causes all of your muscles and everything to be engaged. You got to learn how to, and everything is sending a signal from your mind down to your spine to cause everything else to move. But God said, I'm finna cause you to have some stability in this season. I have to come and test your strength. I have to come and test your connection, your physical, your mental, your spiritual realm. It's in your spine. He said, I'm finna cause you to line up. I'm finna cause your energy to be reserved and preserved. He said, I'm finna cause you to protect your energy. That's your energy source. It sends a signal down your spine. Said, Lord, cause my spine to be aligned. I need my pathway. I need this ladder. You know, the Jacob's ladder. I need the ladder to be open. I need a straight pathway to heaven. I need this thing not to be blocked. I don't need no bulging disc. I don't need no things out of line. I don't need no scoliosis. I need everything to be in line. I said, Lord, I thank you for my spine. In this wrestling match, you're not going to lose. Now, I understand the spine, but he said, what you talking about? I thought you were talking about the hip, but everything is sending signals from the spine. Said all of a sudden, you feel the pain for that hip. I'm like, oh my God. I said, what is this? But he said, but I'm trying to let you know that the enemy is trying to slow your progress, your movement, you being able to go forth and move freely. But understand that too, that the pain is seated in talking about your fears. Said, Lord, I got to release my fears. I got to release these old conflicts and inner conflicts, and I got to address these, the old patterns, relationships, issues, things that talking about it triggers me. Nothing should be triggering me. I need to settle that. Can't let nobody trigger me. I need healing. I need to address these situations. This is what this pain is. I need to address it. So I'm going to address you right now. This is a State of the Union address. I declare you to cease and desist right now. Canceled, uprooted, overruled, overturned, interrupted, terminated, null and void. I command you to die right now. I'm dying to myself daily. I pick up my cross right now. No more situations having power over me. So I felt that pain in my body. That's what pain come up and try to tell you. I got to release some stuff. I got to give this stuff up. I got to be able to receive this love. I got to be able to give this love. I know it hurt to try to give love to somebody that ain't showed you no love, but you better give it. You better do what he told you to do. Mm-hmm. I don't feel supported, so I feel the pain in my body. God said, I supported you on every hand. He said, I got you. I'm with you in the fire. I'm with you in the flood. I'm with you in the deep. On the mountains, in the valley, I'm with you. I'm right there. He said, you support it. Don't worry about what you feel. I got to kill that feeling. He said, kill it. Because I'm going to walk. I said, because I'm walking in my authority. Because I ain't going to let nothing stop me from walking in my authority. It's a call to reflect on clinging to our struggles. You know, I'm out of the place of familiarity. I'm throwing peace sign to it. I'm gone, brother. I can't even empathize. I can't even recognize what we talking about no more. I can't smoke that stuff and sit around the fire and talk about the good old days. I got to go peace, 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 my brother. I can't pour out a little for my dead homies. I got to go. I got to throw peace out. I got to go. I can't cling to this no more. We don't have a connection like that no more. So I know what the pain is. I got to let it go. Releasing the emotional impact. Impacting the thing that's impacting my ability. I'm not going to allow you to cause me to not step out. I know that pain will cause you want to sit down and don't want to do and lay up. God said, I'm finna move anyway. Jacob, he got his hip out of socket, but it didn't stop him from moving. Because the thing that was on the inside that caused him to fear, to try to cause him to shut down, he said, I dealt with that. I'm telling somebody to deal with it. If you want to walk in your authority. Said, I'm finna deal with everything that's trying to keep me from walking in the authority that God has called. Because he told me, he said, when Jacob came over, he had his family to go over in two. You know, he said he gave double. But they had to pass over Jabbok, the place of the emptying. You got to say, Lord, I'm finna empty out some stuff. But you understand, when I empty out some stuff, I'm making room. Said, enlarge your coast, stretch out your cords. I'm finna cause a feeling to hit your house in your life like never before. Y'all ain't excited about it. Y'all still talking about the pain. Oh, my pain. I said, I tried to tell you to release it. You got to deal with it. I said, Lord, I deal with this situation right now. You got to get out. When you the dealer, you can throw the cards out. I'm the dealer, baby. I'm getting rid of that. I'm turning on that. I'm calling for another card. I'm the dealer now. I'm finna get it out. Said, I'm going to deal with it. Tell your neighbor, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. You better deal with that. But if you understand the significance about Jabbok, the emptying, the pouring out, it's a 65 miles long stream that enters into the Jordan. Ooh, about 30 miles above Lake Galilee. You said, Pastor, you give me a geology lesson. I'm going to help us out in a minute. Said, but it is a 65-mile stream that I got to cross over. God said, I'm finna give you a new stream. I'm finna give you new streams that you about to cross over into. The thing that you've been looking like you've been limited in, I'm finna cause you to cross over stream. I'm finna cause you to have streams. Somebody finna get an extra stream, but somebody finna get streams. I'm finna take the limits off of your life. Say, get ready for the crossover. Y'all better get this. I didn't try to say this with no prophetic message, but I should have said that, but it's all good. Say, God said, I'm finna cross over this stream. Yee. Somebody get up and act like you're stepping over a stream. I'm finna cross over. And I have one stream, now I'm finna have double streams. I had 2 streams, now I'm finna have 4. I had 3, now I'm gonna have 7. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna cross over. I had to come to my Jabbok. You ain't gonna never look at the word Jabbok the same no more. Said, I'm finna come to my Jabbok. Jabbok, I'm finna empty out, but I'm finna cross over. If you're going to cross over good, you can't have a lot of weight on you. Because the weight will make you sink. Won't let you reach far enough. It'll weigh you down. Cause your step to be shortened. So you got to learn how to empty out to cross over. Say cross over. Walk in your authority. Walk in your authority. Walk in your authority. Walk in your authority. I thought it was unique that the Jabbok stream empties out into the Jordan. We know what the Jordan symbolizes. When Yeshua came on the scene, we know the Jordan, it was a place of crossover, testimony. We understand that the crossing of the Jordan has to take place. So we understand that he said, I'm going to cause you to have a double crossover. I crossed over Jabbok, and now I'm going to go through the Jordan. Y'all can't get happy. So your crossover ain't finished. It's not finished. The crossover is not complete. I crossed over this stream. Now I'm finna go over the Jordan. And I'm finna come up out of the Jordan. Now you better. It empties into the Jordan about 30 miles. But it said below Lake Galilee. If you understand Lake Galilee, in the boundaries, it was the boundary line between the kingdoms of Sihon and Og. Sihon and Og. Those were two kingdoms. Oh, yeah. Later, these later boundaries become the boundaries for Reuben and Manasseh. Said, I'm finna go through I'm finna cross over. It's not just for me. It's for generations. I told you last week he's a generational God. Jacob crossed over Jabbok, but it wasn't just for him. It was for Reuben and Manasseh. Said, I'm finna do some crossover. I told you it's not just for you. It's double. I'm finna go from Jabbok to Jordan. Oh, y'all got to get happy about this. I know Jacob, I know Esau got some boys that's ready to fight for me and that I don't even know. I got some backup that I don't on reserve for me. If we understand the reserve, they reserve to fight. The guard is ready, guard to fight. They already set on guard to fight. God said, I got some people on guard and I got some people on reserve. Ready to get down for you, so don't fear. But understand that when he said I got new territories. Put every your kid's name in it, your grandkids. I don't know, I got some territory for Zane. Woo! You better understand that I had to cross over Jabbok, go through the Jordan. But understand that it's causing me to understand new direction, new design, new dimensions, new territory. Said new, I'm going to take over my new. Don't get tired of saying the new. New. No, we got some kids that we call them new. Now I might understand why they call them nickname new. 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 In the Bible, the Sea of Galilee serves as a backdrop for Yeshua's ministry. Ooh. So we said the Jabbok ran down into the Jordan and then 30 miles below the Lake Galilee. So I'm doing a little teaching here. I'm trying to get it this prophetically settled right here. This is running with me. It's a backdrop to Yeshua's ministry and teaching, and acts as a natural stage for miraculous acts. He said, I'm setting you up for the miraculous. Y'all got to catch it. I'm setting you up for the miraculous. But I gave you the homework. You got to deal with you got to empty out. But understand that I'm setting you up for the miraculous acts. You said, what happened at the Lake of Galilee? I'm glad you asked. it represents, one of the things, the 5,000. Feeding of the 5,000. God said, one of the first miracles, one of the miracles that fed 5,000. But if you read it in one book, the miracle started when they started to obey God. You got to obey him. I said, Pastor, if you read in one version, we know it's a synoptic gospels, but if you read in one, I'm going to let you go find that for yourself. I ain't going to spoon feed. But when they obeyed and he told them to sit down, and when they started to sit down, grass grew in a desert place. Obey his voice. The feeding, he said, I'm setting you up for miraculous acts. Not just one miraculous acts with an S on it. Not Mobosha. He goes on and said, I'm going to a place called Shechem. He goes on to settle in Shechem, the place called Shoulder. He said, when he said he got the weight of the world on his shoulders. God said, I'm finna put a new weight of glory on your shoulders. But we understand the scripture said, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. His name shall be called Wonderful. The miraculous. He said, I'm finna start out with the miraculous. We know wonder mean I'm a miracle performing God. Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Yeah, we understand that. He said, I'm finna show up right now. He said, Shechem means shoulder. But he said, I'm finna not just sitting that shoulder, but I'm finna call some people to come in and shoulder the responsibility. I'm finna send your destiny helpers. I'm finna call some people to come in and shoulder this vision, this ministry, this business. He said, I'm finna call some people to take on the weight. He said, Lord, send it. I thank you for Shechem. Then all of a sudden, we're going to go back to the place. He said, Sukkot is the place of where we said the Feast of Tabernacle. We mentioned the place of Sukkot in Genesis 32 to 33. So I want you to go and do a little study. I don't want to read. We got to go back and search these scriptures. Sukkot, Sukkot means the Feast of Tabernacles. We talking about the shelters, temporary shelters, the booths. We spoke about it before. But God said, I'm going to cause you to have new systems. I know you used to certain things, but he said, I'm going to cause you to experience new systems. Outside of the system of what they trying to do, he said, God, I'm going to cause the hand of the enemy to break and give you new systems of how to operate among this system that is already set. He said, fine, I'm going to give you new systems. I'm going to give you new flow. He said, Lord, I need the new flow. I need it. I want it. I want to be a part. He said, if you don't get in part of this new system, this Sukkot, he said, I cause the things that look like it's temporary to bless you. I cause you to make shelters. I cause you to make booths. Seem like it's something small, and I cause it to cause you to be millionaires. I cause you to have access because of something seem like it's small. God said, I'm going to give you a new system. I thank you for the Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacle. Said the Feast of the Lord is going on. He said, if you get on this new system, so you will not cease to feast in this season. I said, Lord, right now, but understand too, we're talking about Jabbok and how it falls into the Jordan River. We're going to go to, next day, he go to that Matthew, the 3rd chapter, the 13th verse through the 17th verse. But he understands Jabbok is 65 miles long. It empties out. Said, Lord, I got to empty out into the Jordan. Oh, we understand what the Jordan. We know Jordan is so symbolic of the crossover, but it's also the place where John the Baptist was out in the wilderness. calling people, said the kingdom of God is at hand. We go to there. We're going to go here. We're going to show that this season, he said, this is a type and shadow of baptism. When Jacob came and crossed over, it was a baptism. It was a baptism. I crossed over, but I had to be emptied out into the Jordan. I had to empty out myself, and then all of a sudden I got filled with the Spirit of God. But understand that he said it was a type and shadow of baptism. It said and when Jesus came from Galilee, he came from the high place to Jordan to be baptized by John. Galilee was 30 miles above Jordan, so he had to come from the high place to be baptized by John. But John tried to deter him. He said, don't let nothing deter you in the season. I know he had sent you to the high place, but he had called you down. He said, I sent you on purpose, but I prepared you for the place. I prepared you for such a time as this. He said, Lord, I thank you right now. He said, don't let nothing deter me. No, he said, you got to cause people to get out of your way. Get back. I know you get behind me, Satan. You can't stop me. I'm on my way. Said John tried to deter him, saying, I need to be baptized by you. And he said, do you come to me? Said, I should be baptized, but you coming to me? And Jesus replied, let it be so now. It is proper for us to do this to fulfill all righteousness. Then John consented. As soon as Yeshua was baptized, he went up out of the water. And at that moment, heaven was open. And he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and lighting on him. And a voice, that voice that went out before you. It went out before your book. It went out before your ministry. It went out before your elevation. Before you became a prophet. Before you came an apostle. The voice went out before you. Your business. Before you even released the name of the business. His voice went out before you. Yeah, you better get it. You better get this right. You better get it. When you said you was getting married, the voice went out. He said, it's going to cause you to have favor and cause you to open doors. The voice went out. Say, you got to say that for yourself. The voice went out for me. 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 The voice went out for, the voice went out. You got it. The voice, and a voice from heaven said, this is my son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. I'm trying to settle some things in your mind right now. I don't care what you've done in your past, your future. I told you, you have to empty yourself out because God is trying to fill you. You got to deal with that pain that was in your body that God was trying to tell you got to release. He said, I am well pleased with you. And my voice has went out. Everything has to obey his voice. You understand? Everything has to succumb to his voice. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell therein. Everything that creepeth in the forest, everything. The cattle is his. Thousands is his. The silver and the gold is his. Everything has to. Everything. Said his voices went out. Somebody declare to your neighbor, his voices went out for you. His voice has went out for you. His voice has went out for you. his voice. But he said, Pastor, you out there doing all that hollering. That's the reason why I'm going to walk in my authority. You can look at him and say, he ain't tall enough. He a little chunky or whatever you might want to say, but I'm going to walk in my authority. I might be walking with a limp, but my name is already changed. I've been in a place called Peniel. He said he spared my life because I've been praying a prayer like this. Show me your glory now. He said, no man can see my face and live. But I said, God, I don't want to live in this state. I want to be changed into the express image of God. So I'm going to walk in this authority, maybe with a limp, got a little cane, might got a little stutter, but I'm going to walk in this thing. I'm going to walk. My arm might be a little tight. I might walk a little sideways, but I'm going to walk in the authority. Hey, say you better walk in it. Say God is revealing himself. He said, I'm revealing myself with my power. He said, I got the power to change minds. Pastor, you've been putting in my spirit to go to a relationship and try to mend a relationship that's been gone for 20 years. He said, God said it's time. It's time. It's not going to operate because of who you are. It's going to operate according to my power. And I called it time now when it's going to operate according to his power. God said, I'm revealing my power. Somebody said they would never do whatever and they would never be reconciled. God said the time is now because of my power. Just like all the miracle signs and wonders I released in Egypt, I'm finna cause people's minds to change. I'm finna cause a shift because of my power. He said, I'm finna show you my power. So he's revealing his power. So you better, if you understand him revealing his power, you better learn how to walk in this authority. I'm finna walk in my authority. I'm walking in my authority. Tell your neighbor, walk in your authority. But he said, I'm not just revealing my power, but I'm revealing my presence. He's revealing his presence in this. He said, I'm sending people to come back and report. I'm finna cause double to show up. He said, I'm representing by my presence. He said, not just by my power, but by my spirit. God said, you understand? He said, when I show up with my spirit, it's like things happen out of nowhere. It causes a shift. Causes you to have a following that you didn't have. Cause people to hear a sound that they didn't even recognize before. They say, aren't these the people that how do they know where I'm from? How are they speaking my language? But you're going to have some mockers. But he's going to cause you to have a sound. He said, I'm finna move by my spirit. Cause an instantaneous change in the ship. It looked like you've been waiting a long time. I've been waiting 10 days for the sign of the promise. Fasting and praying, but it seemed like it came out of nowhere. But I'm moving by my spirit. So you better learn how to walk in your authority. But if you understand, when you understand his power and his presence, it comes with an inheritance. You just got folk howling and shouting about anything. But it comes with an inheritance. I already told you when he said it's going to come with an inheritance. When they went down to Jabbok, and they say, it came with an inheritance. It came with an inheritance. We're talking about the Sea of Galilee. It was the border of Sihon and Og. It was a place of new territory. When the power shows up, it causes you to be able to be released because of his presence. But it causes you to walk and go into a new inheritance. You're going to take some stuff with you, but I'm finna show you a land that you know not of. And I'm finna give you a land that's been flowing with milk and honey. He said, I'm finna cause you to receive an inheritance. No matter what your circumstance is, no matter your hour, Lord, I'm old and I'm not, no matter what the hour is, he can redeem you. He'll redeem the time. God is a time redeemer. He'll cause a shift out of nowhere. You got to trust and believe it. I know you didn't empty it out. God said, I'm finna fill you up. He said, you came as an empty cup before a full fountain. He said, Pastor, he hadn't done it before, but he'll do it again and again and again. You try to act like you said, no, but you talking about you got to crucify Jesus. No. And when he said it's again and again and again and again, he said, let there be light. I came to redeem the world. Redeem. He don't stop redeeming. I ain't put him on the cross no more, but the redeemed ain't stopped. It hadn't stopped. He'll refresh again. He'll renew again and again. Recalibrate again. Hey, restore again and again. Said, Lord, redeem now. We talking about it again. But I want to let you know it's coming with a test, though. The test, right after he came out of the water, he was led of the enemy, tested in the wilderness. But we already talking about the place where God is a setup. It's a setup fight. The fight is fixed because you meeting God there. You're meeting in God's territory, the camp of God. I know it looked like it's desolate, but that's the camp of God. The devil is leading you into a place where it's called the camp of God. Walk in your authority. He leading me into the right place for the right time. Hey, for the victory is here. So wait for your test. It's coming. The next 40 seconds, maybe the next 40 minutes, next 40 hours, or the next 40 days. But your portal, your dimensioning open, your kingdom availability is being released, is being opened. I got to pass this test. But he understands that he's leading me into the right place, in the camp of God, in the desolate place, the barren place. But he said, it's a setup. The fight is already fixed because you're going to meet me there. If God is there, I already got the victory. Understand, the victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Victory tomorrow is mine. Victory this week is mine. Victory this month is mine. Victory this year is mine. Victory this decade is mine. Victory until the end is mine. You got to understand that victory. I thank you for the kingdom availability. Well, I got kingdom availability everywhere I go. You understand? I'm an ambassador, so everywhere I go, I'm walking in authority. Tell your neighbor, I got kingdom availability. All right, apostle, you got kingdom availability. The kingdom is available for me. I got kingdom availability on the job, when I travel, everywhere I go. If I go on a street corner, they cause kingdom to shift on the street. I thank you for kingdom availability. I'm saying whatever your 40 years is, 40 seconds, minutes, hours, or days, it's finished be a shift for your kingdom availability, your dimension opening, your portal opening for you. I command it right now. I see it. But you already got a homework assignment. He's going to lead you into a place that looks like it's desolate and barren, but it's the camp of God. He's leading you into the right place right now. Say, victory is mine. Victory is yours. Victory is ours now in the name of Yeshua. I call you out right now to cross over Jabbok. Jabbok, I command you to empty out right now. Every limitation, every hindrance, every unforgiveness. I said, Pastor, why are you talking about keep mentioning unforgiveness? If you understand real healing, he said, I start with sin. He said, your sins are forgiven and your diseases, heal your diseases. You can go to 103rd number of Psalms and you read that. He said, I forgive iniquities and heal their disease. It goes hand in hand. When the man that they brought, that was on the deal, and they tore the roof off and they was lowering him down, he said, thy sins are forgiven. He deals with the sin, and then if you understand, you got to have a forgiving heart. You got to forgive some stuff, be able to receive. Yeah. Truth, Lord. When they say truth, they come to themselves. I released something. I had to come into a truth. I had to release something. I had to forgive something. I came to the knowledge that I had something that was blocking the way. I said, Lord, forgive me all my sins and transgressions. Heal me now. I forgive everyone that I've been holding hostage in my mind. I release it now. I do it right now. As I do it, release me now. That's how it happened. God always challenges the things that you hold what you hold in somebody else, and then I cause you to be